Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Aaron of the Three-Way Podcast. Recently we had an episode about the Avengers, had some news, and had some fun. Unfortunately, due to a lot of technical problems, said podcast was lost to the ether. We have a theory behind this, which will be explained in the coming minutes here. But because of that, I wanted to bring something out today, at the very least, to keep you guys entertained until the next available podcast is up. That being said, what you're about to see might be kind of offensive, unintentionally so. The impersonations you're about to see do not reflect my opinions of the people who I'm impersonating. I'm just really, really bad at impersonating people. And yeah, that's basically it. I am not drunk, I am just insane. So please enjoy the next few minutes of my insanity together with me. Thank you. Previously on the Three-Way Podcast. Oh no! Phantom Korra has struck again! All of the technical files are gone! Nicole, whatever will we do? I don't know, Aaron. Maybe we should try to fight it. You're right, Nicole. We should try to fight it. Let's do it. I'll use the Kai Blast and... Oh no! The Korra is removing her face, and now we are left with what this robot thing is. What's going on? I think it's Ultron. I think we're doomed. No! Ultron is eating the computer files! It doesn't want our opinions of the Avengers movie, even though we have nothing against the whole Black Widow sexism thing that the internet hates. No! Podcast 49 was ruined. Or was it? Tune in tonight's episode of the Three-Way Podcast Special to find out. Hey everybody, welcome to the Three-Way Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron, and with me is my good friend Ryan, the Confirm Guy. Aw, crikey, mate, it's confirmed. I'm Ryan, and I'm somehow got this accent. Don't quite get it myself. I don't get it either, Ryan, you crazy son of a bitch. And then with me I have one of the clones of Max. Max clone number 12, I think. We found him in the cryosleep. How are you today, Max clone number 12? Oh, I'm fine, but my girlfriend's gonna kill me. Why is that? Because I've been in cryosleep for so long. Well, we'll get that sorted out here real quick for you, Max number 12. Don't you worry. Let's see. And also with us today is Aaron, who I will impersonate with a typical anime girl voice, because I'm really bad at girl voices. Oh man, I'm so happy that we're going to be able to see the podcast today, because we're talking about all sorts of cool stuff, like the Avengers and stuff. I have birds. You do, Aaron, you do. And lastly, we have Shannon, who will eventually show up on the podcast. Amazing, her debut episode got destroyed somehow by the Ultron, but I am saving it from the Ultron. With that in mind, let's get to the news. Let me bring up the news. Insert minute of... Oh, wait, no, we can't do the news. We have to do other things first, starting with the intro. Da-ba-ba-da-ba, da-ba-ba-ba-ba, da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I think this is where the ad space is. Da-ba-da-ba-ba, credits, and then the title sequence. Da-ba-da-ba. Okay. And now we've done the intro, we've done the song. Let's do weekly checkup. I didn't do shit because I was working and shit. I think the same was for Shannon. And then Max Clone number 12. What's your story of the week? Oh, I played video games and got creeped out by my house. And then my girlfriend tried to kill me. Squeaky voice teen Max is the best Max, I think, at this point. Okay, so then Ryan, how was your week? Oh, well, I saw the new movie, which we're going to talk about here in a bit. And I helped Nicole move and her boyfriend move. And I think they died in the process, which is why they're not here. Let's all have a moment of silence for not only Angel being gone and Nicole being gone and for the loss of our podcast, but we should also have a moment of silence for Batman, because he was always quiet, and I think we should respect that by being quiet ourselves. Okay, that was enough of the quiet. So then, who else has not done... Aaron, what was your week like? Oh, I did some writing, and more writing, and I did the nano camp thing, which I got all my words in, and it's super radical. I don't say the word radical, you say the word radical, but I'm being impersonated, so I guess it doesn't really count. Also, I worked and stuff, and movie we'll talk about later and stuff, and yeah! Stuff. Radical. Okay, and I think that's everyone's week. Yeah, I think. So, news. I have finally brought up the news. The news is as such. First, zombie stars. Oh, crikey, zombie stars, what are those? Well, zombie stars are the stars in Hollywood eating other people. Other stars, to be precise. Making a race of zombie stars, like in Hollywood. So, we are seeing cannibalism of all sorts. If you look out your window in Hollywood right now, it is happening right now. Oh no, I can look out my window! My girlfriend's trying to kill me! See, it's the end of times, my friends. Next, we have a ghost story for everybody. It's a project on IndieGoGhost. Horror game on a phone. You look around and you see ghosts. Speaking of ghosts, I got a ghost story! Oh, okay, Max, what's your ghost story? I was at a friend's house, and my girlfriend tried to kill me! Oh, and there's this rocking chair that was spooking me out, man. It was like rocking back and forth and all that, and I thought it was a ghost, and it turns out it was a ghost, and now I'm scared to even go near the ghost, and the ghost, chair rock, ghost. Did I mention my girlfriend's gonna kill me? yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm scared for you, Max. We're all scared. Oh, I'm a little scared myself. These ghost stories don't quite sit right with me. Can we please change the subject to something else? Because I don't know if I can handle this anymore. This shrimp on the barbie and whatnot. Ryan, we will do this for you. We will switch the topic over to something else right now. Let's talk about Amiibo. We've talked about Amiibo. Let's move on to the community corner, a subject I was trying to bring up in this week's podcast that apparently got destroyed because Ultron doesn't like it. But here it is. It's Cat Bed for Chain Chomp. Next up on the news docket, we talked about wrestling. Shannon, you brought up the wrestling. We need a voice for Shannon. Her voice will be a horror movie voice because I can't do a second girl voice and confuse people, and I'm still bad at impersonations. And she likes horror movies, so that's fine. We'll do that. So Shannon, what is the wrestling news? I'm trying to remember what it was. Tamiya Snuka returns to the brawl, and now she is the evil twin of the evil. And AJ Lee was going to be her, but she retired, and so Tamika is here now. Oh, and she's paired with Naomi, or something. And they took down the Billas, and now they shall reign supreme. Why do you have an evil laugh, Shannon? Because you gave me this evil voice, and it's confusing as hell to everybody. Yeah, I'm a little confused myself. This podcast is getting weird, guys. So let's move on to this poorly done podcast by now going to the next bit of news, because I'm confused by all that. The Big Bird. Big Bird's a thing, guys. You guys all about Big Bird? Oh, I love Big Bird. Oh, I like Big Birds too. I have 2 birds right now. We know. We know. You told us already. But so this story is about the Sesame Street Big Bird. If you grew up on the street, it's a documentary about the bird, and that is the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. I think I got off topic there for a minute. Let's realign and talk about The Avengers. So it's a movie about people doing things and enjoying the things that everybody likes. I think. You love the movie the most, Ryan. You said you would marry it or something. So tell me, what is the movie like? Oh, well, okay. It starts off in a dark and stormy night, and all of a sudden, the Avengers show up, and they raid the Hydra camp, and they take the glow stick of destiny, and they bring it back to the base so they can examine it. But Tony Stark finds that there's a problem with it, and it creates James Spader as a robot, and he takes the name Ultron, which makes the name of the movie make sense. It's Age of Ultron. I got that, yes, go on. Anyway, so Ultron then takes over the world, sort of, and he enlists the help of those X characters from the X-Men's movies that are not supposed to be there, but they are, and stuff. And so then what happens is that Gorgon the Destroyer comes in. I don't think Gorgon the Destroyer is part of this. No, wait, no, I'm confusing news with another thing. So then the movie happens where the fights happen and fears are realized, and there's a Wakanda reference. Wakanda! I like that reference. It was really cool. I think it was awesome. And I'm looking forward to how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. pushes this more with the cool things they do. You're starting to sound like a squeaky voiced teen of Max here, Aaron. You might want to hamper the excitement of it. You're going to confuse everybody, and I'm going to have trouble keeping you guys' voices separate. It's really difficult right now, okay? Okay? I can't do this. This bullshit. This fucking bullshit. Let me say anything? Right, so now it is Max's turn to talk about the movie. Max, tell me about your movie. I don't like going to movies with people. They get all annoying in my face, and they're gonna tell me to shut up. But I'm like, no, you shut up. And like then they kicked my seat or something. Kids are running around like assholes. So I wanted to slap them. Mwah! That's what happens when you go to movies. Kids run around and parents act like bitches about it. It's not cool. I really don't like it either, but it's just what it is. Well said, Shannon. Well said. I think we can all agree here that we want to see the Big Bird movie, and that Avengers was pretty adequate, and that technical problems like this are the absolute worst thing you could have ever. But unfortunately, they're a thing that we have to deal with. So, starting next week, we hope to be rid of Ultron, hope to be rid of Phantom Korra. We will get an exorcist in here. We will get a programmer in here. We will do everything we can to make it happen, guys, because this is ridiculous. This is insane. I think I have a theory about all this. What's going on, Ryan? What do you think's going on? Well, it's not confirmed yet. Hey, don't you bring up things that are not confirmed. Okay. It's confirmed. Enough. Basically, Angel has kidnapped Nicole and Phantom Korra, and he's merged them together to create Ultron. And now they are hacking the podcast, which is why this podcast is so messed up. I have an accent, her voice is weird, her voice is evil, and his voice is a little older than what he's supposed to actually be, and you're insane. Yes, go on. And so, I firmly believe next week, when Nicole's back and Angel's back, perhaps the podcast will find an era of peace and love and understanding, and this will not be a problem. Yes, I see. It's good to know that that's all true, probably. Very much so. Is there anything we forgot to talk about in this week's podcast, guys? I think we covered it. We covered the Avengers, we covered the wrestling, we covered the Big Bird, we covered the Amiibo a little bit, we did a community corner, we did a weekly checkup. I think we did everything. Wow. Most podcasts last an hour. This is 15 minutes right now. Fuck it, whatever, we'll just go with this then. If you like this podcast, be sure to like, share, and do the subscribe. If you didn't like this podcast, don't worry, next week won't be as stupid. And make sure you click the links to the videos or the subscribe button or anything like that, because we'll be back soon with more insanity and stupidity. Now, I must go. My planet needs me. Whoop, 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 whoop.